have done more. First of all, what is Klopp's legacy?
I think it's in general for me. I think it's more the difference he brought to Liverpool. His man management skills, the charisma. He was a perfect fit for Liverpool. He grew into it. It just made sense. And of course the 6. I think we've won the 6 titles. For me personally, I don't think it could have been better. And that's not just to slate or whatever, but I think it's a combination both of the owners. Mainly the owners didn't invest enough for the football club, but I think he would have won more. Personally, I love Klopp because I followed him before he came to Liverpool when he was in Dortmund. Yes, I was a big fan of him. I was just thinking I wish he would come to Liverpool. When they announced in 2015 he was coming along, I thought it was a perfect fit. For me, he's in my top 5 managers. He's on top 5.
For me, I'd say he's there's the top tier, then there's the second tier.
Yep.
Just after Apo Tuccini, there is Pep, there is Ferguson, there's Mourinho, there's Wenger up there. Then Klopp. He's just below them. For me, he made the Premier League to be in contention because we all saw that City had been dominating for quite too long. From what we saw from his period at Dortmund and here at Liverpool, he always brought in the fight because he was always up against the more dominant teams. At Germany he was playing against the Bayern. In the EPL he was battling it out against Pep. For me, it's how he brought out the fight within the players. When we saw the starting 11 for Liverpool, Sadio Mane, Firmino and Salah, we always thought, wow, this team is going to bring us trouble. And like Pep said in the post-interview after the FA win, he's going to sleep better knowing that Klopp will not be around. For me, he's been so good, and wherever he goes, I'm sure this break is for a short time because even as a player, this adrenaline thing, you'll always miss it. You'll want to come back after some time. Yeah.
Well,
Sammy?
I mean, he has had so many values in his time at Liverpool, and I looked at the first time that he came in at Liverpool and that interview that he gave to the press. He had already come in with that mindset that I know that you are a bad British media and I'm going to force it on you to be different. And what he said was he was a normal guy, I thought that was something that, of course, gives hope to people.
But you know where the normal thing came from?
Yes, he was trying to go different.
No,
they asked him a question and they said, when Mourinho showed up, he said he was the special one.
Yes.
What are you? Yeah. Then he said, I'm the normal one.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want, I'm the normal one.
He said, he was, so yeah, that's where it came from.
Yeah, and for him to have shown that all through his Liverpool stint. You have so many moments of him on the touchline, kicking hamstrings with the fist bumps every time and again when Liverpool win a game. He's been that just normal guy from Germany. And even in that interview, he was talking about he has a kind of a first division mind, and he didn't have that talent to push it through as a player. So on that side, looking at the things he promised, winning a trophy in 4 years and him being able to deliver it and break that drought that you had from not being on top of the patch. I think that's really inspirational for guys. But also on the other side, he's been transformative for this Liverpool side. Thinking about that stretch without winning trophies and for him to come in and revolutionize everything in terms of even bringing on players and how he's improved them. Andy Robertson is the first guy that I think about and how he's improved as a player from who we thought he was. I think he's been such a great figure for Liverpool, and that's why he has those keys for Liverpool to do anything he wants.
I agree with you. Transformational might be his legacy.
Yes.
Because Liverpool was this giant for many years, all the way to the 1990. Then after that, they just went through bumps. They just couldn't seem to go up.
Yeah.
They just couldn't go there and fight. Benitez did it a bit. They just never seemed. But he seemed to be the guy who lifted them with not.
Yeah.
If you think about it, with not much, not the same budgets that I know they signed Alisson and they signed Van Dijk, but generally not much.
Yeah.
If you look at the rebuild he's done in the last 18 months, it's McAllister, Soboslai, Gravenberch. Like, it's not really, he's not gone out there and spent 60, 70, he's not spent 60, 65 on Kai Havertz. you know. So to be able to do what I think that's his legacy. Like he brought them back to being a big part of the English football. Like not just being, oh, you are great, you know.
Yeah, because that is what Liverpool was struggling with. I think before Klopp came in, any manager who wanted to manage Liverpool had that heavy burden. This is a big club. So they couldn't get going because of that. It's a big club. And the fans also were so disappointed. It was disjointed. But when he came in, he managed to galvanize. I know you are a big club, but we have to start somewhere.
And I think his personality fit.
It fit. Perfectly fit.
Yeah, exactly. Like he understands the people. Liverpool is a people's club. Like he seems to understand what was needed of him. Yeah. And I feel that that's the legacy. For me, if you ask me, I feel like that's his legacy. The next question is, where does he rank? Is he in the top? Is he in the second tier? Teddy's put him just below. Where does he rank? Of course, he's not with Fergie.
No.
But where is he? Between him, is it him? Is it Jose? Is it Pep? Who is the other one? Is it Wenger? Where does he rank in that list?
Well, if you're comparing with those big names, then you've got to look.
Yeah, like we all time. Good.
Yeah, it's all time, and you of course have to look at the achievements
and
that he brought into the team.
It comes in.
And also look at how long he's been in that game. I think if Pep didn't exist in his world, maybe we would have put him so high, because you'll always have to think about the near misses that he had in the Premier League.
Yeah, twice he lost the league with a point.
Yes.
Yeah. He's got 90 plus points.
Yeah.
But was he unlucky that he was in an era where Pep was fueled by petrodollars? Like
absolutely.
I thought
you can say that.
Yes,
I mean that
I would say that. But if I'm looking at the titles that he's brought in, of course you're going to look at the Premier League titles that he has. I would agree with Teddy on where he ranks right now. Yes.
So he ranks. So I've got the big men at the top.
The big men at the top, and then he comes in
just below.
Just below.
You agree, Chep?
No, it kind of goes both ways, because now when it comes to titles, there is rank in a drop kidogo, just because he didn't win much. And as you said Wokabi, because he's so unlucky that he started. Liverpool started working out when Pep is there and has the money, and FSG was a bit, they don't have the same spending power, so he had to work with what he had. So I think most of the time he punched above his weight. Even the two times we lost with a point, it's just punching above the weight. So that's the only issue I have. But for me, just personally, if we remove the trophies and what of it, just for me personally, he's on my top 5. He's in my top 5.
The top 5 you're playing safe. Top 5, all of them are in the top 5.
My top 5.
Where is he? Top 5 you're being safe.
There's top 5. There's top 3.
There's the Don, who's Alex Ferguson. Then there is Pep. Then there is Pep. Then there is Wenger. Then there's Jose Mourinho. So is he ahead of? Some people put him ahead of Jose. Some people put him ahead of Wenger. Some people. So that's why it's one of those subjective kind of things.
Yeah, it's very, very subjective. I will maybe just put him above Jose.
Do you think
so? In between Wenger and Jose Mourinho.
You think you'd be ahead of Jose Mourinho? Jose Mourinho won Chelsea the trophy after 50 years.
Transformational luxury.
Three titles.
You know, when it comes down to titles, it's now conversation.
Let me ask you a question. You're still in contention for 4 competitions. What if you win the quadruple? Will that conversation entirely change?
Yeah, because you could win.
Now
you could win all of them. They are favorites in Europa League. They are leading in the Premier League right now.
Can I tell you something?
Carabao Cup final.
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
Now I want them to win the Premier League.
Yeah.
I just want him to go. I want
with the
fairy tale ending.
Yeah.
I want him to do the whole.
The fist bump.
When they have won the thing.
And I looked at the final game. They're playing Wolves at Anfield. So that's a proper place to be in.
And believe you me, I feel sorry for teams who are going to Anfield from now on till the end of the season.
But then
because that place is going to be.
But then you also hope what happened to Ferguson the first time he wanted to retire
doesn't
happen to them. What happened to Arsenal when they knew Wenger is leaving? Like people just start to not
even
worry
during
too
the
much.
interview, he was asked that question.
Yes.
Ferguson rethought his decision. Then he said no. till
And
now.
also
no.
teams just went slow. I don't know.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
for him, I don't think his decision, I think, is final.
what's his next job?
Yeah.
Because I don't buy the whole thing at 57. He's never going to coach again.
I think he'll coach, but for me, I think he'll go more national team level than club level.
Yeah, I would
That's
agree.
what I thought.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to coach another club. I think what he mentioned is sort of it's burnout. That's what he said.
So he'll take a year.
He'll take a year, and I think he'll go for a
But
national team.
think about it.
My team is getting a coach now.
He's
Demand shaft.
Yeah,
We're getting a coach. But now we have to wait for a
You
year.
have to wait
do
for
have
a
a
year.
We have to stay with this skateboarding
You-
fella
you
for
have-
another year.
Yeah, we just have to be patient with it.
but think about it.
Yes.
Wouldn't he be a good option for maybe Barca?
They can't
Because
wait for a
Xavi is
year
in
now.
trouble.
Yeah, but
yes,
they need
but
a
just
year.
think about it.
Yeah, but
after
they
the
said they
break,
need a year.
after the break.
So what do they do
What do
next
they
year?
know
They give it
exactly?
to Marquez, Rafael Marquez, who's
Yeah.
going to be the next coach, as rumor has it.
Oh, okay. You have him already there.
That's been the rumor. The rumor has
Yes.
been Rafael Marquez is like the guy. He's doing well with Basabi.
Yeah.
Then he's Barcelona through and through.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Barcelona like one of their own. So maybe, because
Reference to Deco.
yeah. Then in a year, maybe Ancelotti gets lured into going to Brazil, which then would leave the Madrid job open.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because
Maybe.
think about it. Even for City, before Pep went to Bayern, they had already sought for him, but he said no. Then he went to Bayern. Then after that, that's when they went for him in the USA. They talked to him
Or
really
he
well.
could get the Bayern Munich job.
Huh.
Oh, but then he
Oh,
coached
no,
Dortmund.
yeah, not
Yeah,
for-
he
he won't
coached
coach
Dortmund.
Dortmund.
Yeah, that's
He's
the
too
issue.
loyal. I
Yeah.
think he's.
But I
yeah.
would go with the same route Hilda is going
Yeah.
because I think every coach wants to coach in the Premier League and he's already ruled out coming back to England.
Yeah, you can't coach
you
Liverpool and another team. You saw
Yeah.
what they did to Benitez
Yeah.
at Everton. They
Yeah.
just
Yes.
couldn't
It
let him breathe.
doesn't.
Yeah. So I think the route that remains and it's open, it's Germany after the Euros.
Yeah.
Germany after the Euros.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they convince him, this job is not too busy.
It's
No,
not
it's
exactly.
not.
Yes.
Once
You
every
have your
4 weeks.
time.
Okay, so that we finish this conversation, we've been going on for long. Who's Liverpool taking? De Zerbi, Zidane, Xavi, Postecoglou, who was heavily linked with them actually.
Yes.
I read that somewhere. He was
Yeah.
heavily linked with Liverpool. And of course, he spoke about when he was growing up, he supported Liverpool.
For me, I think the best option for Liverpool would be De Zerbi, because he's a kind of player. He's a kind of coach who would. You see, at Brighton, he didn't have quite the resources compared to what Brighton have, but it would also elevate him because he's been on a steady rise for the last 5 years. Look at how the team before he came to Brighton, and now
Shakhtar.
being at Brighton, what he has done, how he has developed the players. I think for him, heading on to Anfield will be the best kind of elevation for him. Even look at the style of play, the way Brighton play and Liverpool play. I know it's not the same, but it would be similar kind-ish.
So, De Zerbi, who do you want?
Yeah, I would agree with Teddy. My probably my issue with Xabi, I know he's the most linked manager for that job, but I think my worry is it's the experience. I would rather this signing is equal about the sentiments. Oh, he was a former Liverpool player. He understands the club.
Yeah.
I want somebody. I think for me, it's important to just have experience. I think De Zerbi has been in coaching, I think, since 2013.
Yeah, he has.
Yes, there's experience. Xavi, I know, is doing a good job at Bayern Leverkusen. That's fantastic. No offense to him, but I'd rather go with the experience.
It would have been easy for me to go with Postecoglou, but I know he's not leaving Spurs based on the trajectory that he's already putting up in the Premier League. He
They're
doesn't
going
want
to keep him, yeah.
Yes, I would go with Xabi Alonso. Now there is that sentimental value, of course. And yeah,
I'm with you.
You go.
I'm with you.
yeah. I think it would be an easy fit for
His
him. just getting in.
personality fits.
Yeah,
His personality just fits. The way he speaks about it, the way his team is played this season, he seems to understand what comes with it. Yes, he's very young. Yes, he's barely coached, but everyone has been looking for the next Pep Guardiola.
yeah.
So why not give him a chance? This job ideally should have been Steven Gerrard's if he had been half decent at Villa.
Yeah, exactly. But
But-
it's not good enough.
But
It's not good
yeah.
You know,
And-
the funny thing is, Jemo,
yes.
if you see even all these options, you kind of just think that shoe is so big.
To be honest, guys, I don't think it's as big as you think it is. In this sense,
okay.
he's done the heavy lifting. He's brought the team back up.
Yeah.
He's gotten the team back into being, for the lack of a better word, like they say in the NBA, relevant. He's has the team fighting for titles, so the team is fresh and it's there. He's already started the rebuild, and the rebuild is great.
Yeah.
The rebuild is going much better than most other teams' rebuilds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like this job is like, oh no. And yes, I know he's a legendary coach, kind of.
Yes.
But I don't think he's yet at the Bill Shankly or Bob Paisley level or Sir Alex Ferguson level. You know, that... No, I feel like him is more like in the Mourinho level and Wenger in terms of he's not been there forever, ever, and ever, amen.
Yeah.
It's just that
like,
actually, I feel like it's his personality everyone is in love with.
It's more.
yes.
Yeah, it's more that.
It's the way he talks,
For
it's
the
the way he
fans.
cracks jokes, it's the way I listened to a guy say on Sky, I think yesterday, that he met him and his wife, and then he asked his wife, oh, you chose this one, and then said, you need my glasses. You know, it's those kind
and
of
he's
things.
very honest. He's just
Yeah.
like one of us. He's honest. He's just
like you
very
said,
human.
the normal one.
Then is
So
that is
maybe
what-
that's...
Well,
but
yeah.
Well, I kind of get that because he talked about it having a great basis, and I thought it was a base he was referring to of where they are right now in the process of the rebuild. But then you can also not ignore the fact that Salah could leave at some point. He's 31, I guess. And then you, of course, have got to think about
I think
Virgil
he
van
will
Dijk
leave.
is also gone and advanced in age right now. Alisson is advancing
I
in
think
age too.
Alisson stays.
Yeah.
Van Dijk
Stays.
stays. I think Mo Salah is off to Saudi Arabia next year.
And so-
I think.
Yeah.
The sporting director is also left.
Yes.
Oh.
the
It's
ba-
really is the end of an era.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the whole. It's
And
sort of an
makes
overhaul.
and that makes it a big job. You're
Yeah.
the guy after the guy.
But now my question
Exactly.
is, he's living with other executives. Shouldn't it be a question? Should there be a question mark over there?
In what sense?
Because the guy
What
he hasn't stayed for more than a year.
Yeah, the guy came here
But
for
that
the
was
year.
that was
but
the
that's
idea.
been that's
That was
happened
how
quite
the
a bit.
contract was, actually.
To be honest, there's been a few questions with that sporting director thing. They've
Yeah.
moved them quite a bit in the last maybe 2 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's been moved on quite a bit. The problem is what Sammy is saying. Salah, 31, Saudi Arabia were calling in the summer. They had offered crazy money.
Yeah,
So they'll be back.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
And now there's no club to make him. The other guys are older, so who continues that? Even Trent's contract, I think, has 18 months to go or something like that.
Yeah, I think there's a conversation.
But him, he'll stay. Him is a Liverpool
he'll
boy. Him
stay,
will
yes.
stay.
Yeah.
So I guess it's a question of the new guy. How does he convince? Look, I'd pick Xabi Alonso. I just like Xabi. And I also saw a video a long time ago of Mourinho when he was asked and he said Xabi is going to be a good coach. And he
Yeah.
explained why.
Yeah, I
He said,
get.
listen, he's played under me, he's played under Benitez, he's played under Pep, he's played different places. The way he sees the game, I think he's going to be a good coach. So maybe. Anyway, let me read your tweets so that we can get on from this story. Oh, last one. Last question. His best signing?
It has to be Virgil van Dijk.
Come on.
Yeah.
Best signing?
Mo Salah.
Salah.
I'm on this side.
Oh.
Salah.
Yeah.
Come
It's
on.
Salah.
Yeah,
It's
when-
Salah
The
Van Dijk.
Egyptian Pharaoh.
Salah
Come
Van
on.
Dijk. Then
I wouldn't even put Van Dijk second.
Alisson.
Why?
Those are the top three for me.
World record fee. And you're signing someone for world record fee. What do we expect?
Yeah.
But when Salah joined
35.
Liverpool, none of us went like, oh, none of us, all of
Agree.
us were like, this one failed at Chelsea.
Yeah.
He was a trauma.
Yeah,
know,
he
He's
was
a
a
trauma, but
trauma.
none of us thought he'd be what he's become.
Yeah,
Van
we
Dijk was
got him
from
for
Southampton,
35
right?
actually.
Yeah, but
35
it was a world record fee.
Fee.
When you're a world record fee, we
Expectations.
expect, what do we
There's
expect?
expectations.
That's the fight I put on Jadon Sancho. Once you're 75 million pounds, we are not here saying, oh, no. It's a lot of money. Salah was signed and all of us were like,
Yeah.
Actually think he was so good with the smaller signings. Like Salah. Sadio Mane, I didn't think Sadio
Sadio
Mane
Mane.
would be what
Yeah.
he
He
became.
elevated
Yeah.
Salah.
I didn't think so.
And how about Ronaldo?
Robertson as well.
Ronaldo.
And Wijnaldum.
Wijnaldum,
he had-
Robertson.
He had the odd signings. And of course he signed our legend. So you can no, it was the team who signed him. Mr. Divock. Is it him
No.
who signed him? Or
Yeah.
Divock came before?
No, he
think-
signed him.
He signed him?
Yeah, Divock wasn't in Liverpool. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. He
brought
signed
him in.
Divock, my man. He signed our
Brought him
legend.
in.
The man for derbies, the man for the big occasions. Yeah, but that's
For
sentimental.
crunch time.
Yeah, that's sentimental. But yes, I think it's more Salah.
Yeah, it's more Salah.
Because I don't think there was much of a debate. Of course,
There was the upgrade in a defensive end.
sorry?
there was the update in the defensive end.
Yeah, but they spent world record fees on it. Like they did poorly, then they realized, by the way, we are doing poorly here at the back. What is wrong? Okay, world record fee, bring. World record
They go
fee,
just best
bring.
of the best.
Alisson
Yeah.
and Van Dijk were world record fee. Like even Alisson hadn't played for long, but
Yeah.
still it's a world record fee. For me, it's Salah because of that he what?
35.
Yeah.
Also, you looked at it on the bargain level.
Yeah, like he beat, like Teddy spoke about it, improving players, like getting someone who we are. You also spoke about it,
Yeah.
getting an Andy Robertson for 8 million,
It's
something,
8,
some
yes.
small
Yeah,
money,
8.
like, and
Everyone
then he
was
creates,
passing.
and then he creates him. He gets vinyl, like random. I'm with Chep and Teddy. I think I give more. I don't think there is much. 75
And I think his
million.
best quality is
January.
that improving players as well.
Yeah.